Oh, what a shocker. Now Mr. Rebzion is claiming he's not religious and opposed to religion. I never saw that one coming. I knew this from the very beginning. Mr. Rebzion is a honeypot for false Christianity. From the very beginning, when he would go on and on about how, he doesn't like the way most Christians act, but he believes in God, and blah, blah, blah. He's a honeypot. He's a honeypot for the false Christian doctrination that basically permits any sexual promiscuity, any kind of murderous intent, so long as it's not related to the Bible at all. Have you ever once seen Mr. Rebzion mention the Bible? No. He never even mentions Christ by name. He was never a Christian. He's never going to be a Christian. He only uses the label of Christian to fool stupid asses like you who, believe his shit. That's the thing about Christians. Most of them will believe anything so long as you say you're a Christian, rather than actually, practicing the ideals of Christianity. And people like Mr. Rebzion know this, and they pervert what Christianity actually is. I'll put it to you this way. Until you actually read the Bible and heed the words inside of it, you are not a Christian. I don't care what you call yourself. You can call yourself Christian till you're blue in the face. But until you actually revere the words of the Bible written by the Lord God, or at least inspired by the Lord God, you are not a Christian. No other religion is foolish enough to believe this. No other religion would say you cannot claim to be Muslim and then not read the Quran. You cannot claim to be Jewish and not read the Torah. You cannot claim to be any other religion except for maybe boo-boo, kitty-fuck, Wiccan, or, some pagan or whatever. That doesn't mean anything. It's some New Age bullcrap. That's all it is. Christianity has just become as New Age as these, hippies with their crystals and tarot cards. It doesn't mean anything. It's just meaningless, circle-jerking jargon. It's just puke. It's puke that Mr. Rebzion spews out of his mouth. It's puke that all these New Agers spew out of their mouths of, having some semblance of spirituality, but it's a facade. And that's why he's Amazing Atheist's little bitch. That is why Mr. Rebzion is more or less the girlfriend of Amazing Atheist. Because Amazing Atheist knew this about him. Amazing Atheist has taken Mr. Rebzion under his wing to propagate anti-religion sentiments. And the fact that you all didn't see this coming is why I take you for granted. It is why you are at the bottom of the barrel to me. Because how could you not see it? Are you just that blinded by your own ideology? Are you that blinded by your own egos that you didn't see this coming? It was already there, man. Just Mr. Rebzion never admitted it in front of camera. But now he has. He's admitted that he's not religious. He has admitted that he's anti-religion. And he's admitted that he's not a Christian. So all this time you've been excusing his behavior. All this time you've been excusing his anti-Christian sentiments as just Christianity that's, more modernized and more self-aware of the problems of today's society, and that, people back then didn't know any better, or, it's been misinterpreted to justify hate and bigotry. No. What's in the Bible is real. That is real Christianity. The words outside of the Bible are the words of men. The words outside of the Bible are the words of individuals who have their own nefarious purposes. Unless it comes directly from the Bible, you are not espousing Christian doctrine. And the Bible itself warns you about that. The Bible warns you about false prophets. And Mr. Rebzion has proven himself to be a false prophet, or at least a wannabe false prophet. And, I am not saying that you cannot debate what is in the Bible. I am not saying that you cannot speculate and interpret what is in the Bible. But Mr. Rebzion has at no point tried to, justify the Bible. He's only tried to justify himself. He has made Christianity in his image rather than him be in the image of Christianity. So I saw this coming a long time ago, and the rest of you are just, starting now to get in the race. You have fallen way behind, and that is why I look at you with such discontempt. That's why I look at you with just, utter revulsion, because You just don't get it. You're so slow and so uneducated that I'm basically babysitting a bunch of retards here. Because, I warned you from the very beginning. I warned you months ago that mrrepzion was going to do all of this. And that this is what mrrepzion is really like as a person. And you didn't want to believe me. Now all of a sudden everybody hates mrrepzion. Now all of a sudden everybody's starting to see what he's like. Now that he's a famous YouTube partner and making lots of money and basically flagging down anyone he doesn't like, and a genocide amongst the smaller YouTubers that cannot hope to compete with him. Now that he's so tightly knit with Amazing Atheists that there's probably no way to take him down directly. Now you're starting to see the problem. Too little, too late. So maybe this will be a learning lesson for you as to how the world really works. Or at the very least, you have to admit Jim Prophet was right and the rest of you were wrong, as always. So I guess that's all I have to say.